Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Idaho Esports channel. We are back with a very special game today.
Yes.
We have our CS2 team competing in the Regions Challengers League for not only any normal game, but for their national championship game
Yes.
grand finale.
Yes, indeed. We are playing New Mexico State today. The big twist on this matchup is these teams both went 4-1 in the season. New Mexico State in the regular season lost to Triton's Gold, where the Vandals lost to New Mexico State themselves. So we lost 2-1 against them in the regular season, and now we have the rematch in grand finals.
And this rematch kind of means a lot to our Vandals.
Yeah.
Last semester, they are the reigning champions of this exact same league, taking first place, going undefeated?
Yes, they did go undefeated in the regular season, and then they won out through playoffs, taking first place. So, defending their title, defending their championship. So it'll be a close game today. I'm kind of excited to see how they play. It is a best of 5, so make sure you have your snacks and your drinks ready. It's going to be a long stream, a minimum of 3 maps needed for either team to take home the win today.
I don't know really how the other team is looking for New Mexico State, but it was a game 3 decider map. I believe we
Yes.
lost Inferno and Nuke.
Yes,
Do we know what map 3 was for that one?
Nuke was map 3. I can't remember if it was map 2 was Ancient or Dust 2, but it was one of the two, I think. Um, looks like our guys are getting warmed up a little bit, joining into a retake server. It looks like, but yeah, going down the list, we have Loafcat, Audi, Saber 2K, Chips, and Pabo. If you've tuned into our normal Wednesday streams, this may be a little bit of a different lineup. This is our kind of secondary roster for our Regions League. We did play in NECC, which are the ones we've been streaming. That roster includes Lalu and MD. But for Regions, we are giving our subs, Chips, and Pabo a little bit more love. So it is the same core of Loafcat, Audi, and Saber 2K, along with our 2 subs. So it's definitely a tighter matchups for all of these games. A couple of the teams we've played, we've gone game 3. It looked like when I was looking at New Mexico State as well, they went a lot of game 3s as well. So a lot of close games, and it's going to really test the map pool of the Vandals here.
Yeah, we also have almost an identical team as last semester for this league with, I
Yep.
believe, only one change.
Yeah, the only change being Pabo added to the roster instead of Ferrix. So, yeah, and they play very similarly. Very similar roles, very similar play styles. So, kind
Very
of just
heavy,
slotted right in.
very heavy on the entry fragging and
Yeah,
kind of just rifling it down.
yeah, for sure. So, I think we will be getting into the game pretty quickly here, but as our players get warmed up, we can kind of talk about what we're going to see. So, as a breakdown for the season, the Vandals have really loved Dust 2. You know, it's probably one of the best maps in the pool. It's fun to play. Um, it's fairly solved. You know, a lot of the strats are pretty similar. It's just when you throw them in. You know, when do you do your B execute? When do you do your mid to B kind of thing? Um, but Dust 2, 100% going to be seen today. Ancient, also probably going to be seen today. Inferno. These are maps that the Vandals have been enjoying throughout the season. And in this best of 5, if we'll see, I guess if New Mexico decides to remove one of them, but I was talking to the team a little bit before, and they're trying to decide whether they go for their normal permaban of Mirage or if they remove the nuke against them. New Mexico kind of punished the nuke last time, so we're going to see what they decide to do. I don't know if we're going to have access to the map bans. It may just be kind of as it happens.
We
But
might figure it out probably a little bit into the first map.
yeah,
But realistically, our team doesn't play a whole lot of Mirage in general.
right.
I think they play it a little bit more than our teams have in the past, but
Yeah.
still probably one of the least played maps in general. But I think it would probably be wise since Mirage feels like it's just a CS map that everyone knows.
Yeah.
You can at least try and just outfrag, out aim, outgun, and get the win there. Nuke is very weird. Our Vandals don't really play that one at all.
Yeah.
And every time you ever see them play it, they don't feel happy about it. They're
Yeah.
upset when they play it, then they don't ever seem to really win it.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to the team a little bit beforehand. I didn't get the chance, but I think honestly what I'm expecting to see, and this is coming from the coach of the team. You know, I've sat behind them while they play most of these games. And my note for them would be don't overcomplicate it. You know, we have very strong individuals. You know, Loafcat and Audi both very high potential for pretty much winning rounds single handedly. So I want them to not overcomplicate it. I don't want them to do like we're gonna sit on T side. We're gonna do a default for the first minute and a half of the round and then try to late execute. That it's not gonna work. Somebody's gonna make a mistake and it's gonna kind of fumble. So they need to play a little bit more pacey. They need to play a little bit more pack CS. So if that's what they do, I think we have a very strong chance here today.
Yeah, I think that especially takes effect in the maps that we don't play
Yeah.
super often. I feel like if they sit there and try and overanalyze and come up with a play to execute like super strategically, it'll come back and bite them since the teams that are playing these maps, they know them fairly well and
Yeah.
know most plays. They got to try and catch them off guard and just kind of almost play sporadically in a lot of these
Yeah.
cases, but
For
just
sure.
playing together will be their best chance of taking these like random maps, Mirage, Nuke.
Yeah.
There's not many. Maybe Inferno's a toss-up map, but
Yeah, our Inferno's gotten pretty decent, honestly. Just the way that they play it, the way they run their T side, it's pretty like cut and paste. Like I can probably tell you what's going to happen every single round for their T side for Inferno. It's just going to be where they get a kill, where like what information is known, where utilities used. So it's pretty. They play pretty default. So it's really going to come down to how well everybody's playing today. If the Vandals are shooting, if they're hitting hard like they normally do, I think we can see a 3-0. It's honestly I'm kind of hoping for it. It's going to be a long night if we don't. If we go 5 maps with overtimes, we're going to be here till 8 p.m.
yeah, as much as I love watching our team, a best of 5 going map
Yeah.
5 it's a lot of CS.
Yeah, and it's a long time to play. From experience playing 5 maps back to back to back, it gets very draining.
Yeah, once you get to those later rounds,
Man.
it's a lot of just brute forcing whoever can just stay locked in a little bit
Yeah.
longer than the other team.
Yeah, it's like seeing a very long, kind of what are the long overtime games where once you hit to the round like 30, round 35, when you get like double, triple overtime, all of your strats are used. You're just kind of throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks. But we did get a little bit of spoiler there
Yeah, I
from
saw
the overhead cam.
they're playing.
Nuke is going to be the first map of the pool of the best of 5 of the series.
I'm assuming New Mexico
Yeah.
had their first pick.
They were
took
seed
Nuke.
number 1 because they beat the Vandals going into regular season. So they had the first pick.
That would mean
which
we
was-
banned out Mirage then.
Yeah, we banned out Mirage. Not sure what they banned. Every other map in the pool, the Vandals have played. Anubis, they played last week in their NECC game. It was very close, third map decider, but they did end up losing on Anubis. Anubis is a very difficult map to play, being the most recent addition to the pool. A lot of people don't really know how to play it still, and it kind of just comes down to who's shooting better.
And Nuke and Anubis are like polar opposites of one another.
Yeah, Nuke very team play oriented, very like rotations need to be perfect. But as you go into Anubis, it's just kind of go, and then you see where the kills come through. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. I think Nuke is going to be a great test to see where the Vandals are at today. It will be, it could be a stomp either way. You know, I'm assuming that NC or New Mexico State did pick Nuke. The Vandals get to pick side. It's not knife round until you get to map 5. So
Yeah,
it
You'll
will
likely
be,
see him on the CT side
Yeah.
then.
they will start CT side. Honestly, been playing Nuke a little bit recently, and it's kind of hard. Honestly, like the T side in CS2 is so punishing just because you're swinging into everybody and you're just winning duels. So it can kind of be punishing. And
If you're on T side, you get an 8-4. Great.
yeah, you're
Great.
looking great. It's so we'll see how their CT side looks. We'll see how New Mexico's utility looks as well. This is a map that utility is one of the most important ones for sure.
That is so true. If we win Nuke, I do think we take this 3-0.
I think it very well is possible.
Likely, if I'd put a prediction in, I think our team wins this series 3-1.
3-1. You think we lose Nuke?
Maybe.
I think
Maybe.
Nuke and Anubis are the biggest upset like potential for our team. We have the least experience on those 2 maps, assuming Anubis was not banned. I do not know what New Mexico State banned, so if we could figure that out, production, if that's
Yeah,
possible. But
That's where I'd want to put my if it is to go 3-0, we win Nuke, but
Yeah.
Nuke is our most likely map we are going to lose.
yeah, for sure. I'm I'm curious. It looks like the lobby crashed.
Maybe
So
they were tricking us with Nuke.
yeah, maybe it was not supposed to be nuke. Maybe they're like, hey, wait, what's going on? We banned that. I don't know, but yeah, I'm excited for today. It's been a long time since we've casted CS together.
Yeah, we have not had the Weedle Sticks duo
Yeah,
in the casting booth in
it's been like a
a
year.
year plus.
Yeah, we've I mean, I've been casting CS a little bit with different people. Casted with Binkaloid, with Game Captain. I casted with Murphy at the start of the season. With Murphy Slaw. So yeah, we it's been an interesting CS season for streams, but
What a fitting comeback for our duo
yeah,
on the national championship.
for sure.
I'm really excited to see these guys play. Been watching them. We have like it's a lot of familiar faces. We even have Chips back from like the second
Yeah.
iteration of the team ever.
Yeah, Chips has been here for a long time supporting the CS program. You know, he was on one of the first iterations of the CS team alongside myself and I believe with you as well, right? Or was he did he come after?
I think he was after I had gotten off the team.
Yeah, but yeah, so he's been around a while. Yeah, and we're back into Nuke, so definitely going to be the first map of the series. But yeah, he's been around a while. You know, Pabo's first time being on a team here for the university, and I think he's been enjoying it. He's been enjoying the competition. He's been enjoying the strive to get better. The team pushing him to be a better version of himself, kind of thing. Saber 2K as well from last season, definitely putting up numbers. You know, he has his up and down. He has a very kind of a difficult role. He's a support player, so he's just kind of put wherever they need him. Um,
Yeah, Saber 2K has gotten a lot better
Yeah.
since he started playing for us and with our team, and just seeing how much better he's gotten is makes me feel very good for our CS team's future.
Yeah.
Because we have Audi and Lovecat who were with us last year and were on arguably the best iteration of the team we've ever had, and then had to take a bit of a step down in how
Yeah.
highly ranked our team was due to graduations and new people coming in that weren't maybe as experienced.
Right.
But they've kind of molded a team to work very well together, and just even people at slightly lower ranks, they're able to push them up into these roles where they need to kind of step up on their own.
Yeah.
As well as with the team, and they just overall makes everyone so much better.
For sure. And they're putting their teammates in spots where it's like, yeah, we need you guys to be making these entries. We need you guys to fight first, because if you guys are able to pick up one or two kills, you know, then the rest of us can kind of win it out. So I think we're going to see a lot of clutch scenarios, especially on Nuke. It's going to come down to, I think, Loafcat a lot. I don't know the positions of what everybody's going to be playing. Obviously, we have some pretty default spots. Audi's going to be playing that A site floor probably. Wouldn't be surprised if we have Saber 2K or Loafcat, one of the two being in the ramp player. And then just kind of filling in everybody else.
Yeah, ramp, it's such a weird position to play. It feels like either a spot that is contested the entire game
Right.
or isn't touched once.
Yeah.
So that person you put there could be a very make or break for your entire series of winning your CT side.
For sure. If you have a weak link, I would expect a team, especially in grand finals, to be abusing that. You know, if it's a lone ramp defender, or if it's the outside player, you know, I'm expecting a punish pick. So I think that is kind of the goal of New Mexico, is to pick this nuke off rip and try to force it to a map that we're uncomfortable with. And I don't hate it. You know, game recognized game.
Yeah, I think New Mexico is a good enough team to realize when they played us in this that it's a very uncomfortable map for our players. And it's just something we have to deal with.
Yeah, for sure. We do see a couple of chats coming in. Lalu, one of our varsity players for the NECC roster, saying Pablo's going to go crazy. This is one of his favorite maps for sure.
We actually also have Regent letting us know what the map pick is. It was New
Yes.
Mexico State's pick for Nuke, and Idaho picked Dust 2 as the second round.
Okay.
And then into the Anubis pick,
Anubis
exactly how we thought it would be.
All right. So we have Overpass as the decider. So no Inferno. New Mexico State did ban out the Inferno, which is interesting. They did win it last time against us. I guess they just didn't want to test it again. So we will see the Dust 2 and Anubis are guaranteed in this best of 5. And then a possible what was that? So Overpass is the last map, Ancient as the fourth. So yeah, we'll see where we get to in this lineup. As the knife round concludes, the Vandals are going to be, I'm assuming, selecting CT side. Yep, there we go.
And if New Mexico had to pick 2 maps that are going to be the most uncomfortable that aren't banned yet, it's going to be Nuke and Anubis.
Yeah, they did go for the punish picks of the 2 maps that we are pretty much not comfortable with. We did remove the Mirage, but other than that, these are our bottom 2 maps. So we'll see how we do. But with the first round underway, have a little bit of utility by a couple of mollies for the side of the Vandals. We're looking to stop this A-rush, and that's exactly what's coming. Quick out the Squeaky, punishing Pabo immediately. Lovecat is able to pick up 1 before falling away. Just going to live a little bit longer. Audi as well from Mini. Taking down 1 more on the swing out. Both go down. The turnaround from Ja is able to pick up chips as well. Now it's just on to Audi, 1v3. Smoke in his face. Yeah, this is kind of an impossible retake. Let's see what he decides to do. He's just going to walk on through. Close Tetris player. Gets gushed by his teammate, actually. Information's there now. Trying to fight the player. Squeaky, a little bit scary. Down to 2 bullets. That's it. 1 bullet left. Has to reload. Yeah, okay. That new reload coming in. New magazine size. He had 0 bullets
I completely forgot
left.
that they have that going where you reload and it just takes out your mag entirely.
Yeah.
That's something that all players are just going to have to kind of get used to.
Yeah,
Is
for
that
sure.
an AK coming out round 2?
Round 2 and a PP Bison alongside it. The Vandals looking like they're going to keep the eco. They're not going to force into this second round. So
they're just going to try and get some picks here. It does look like those AKs did go away. Switched them out for a couple Galils.
Ooh, and New Mexico State does have the outside smokes. These are the new meta smokes, throwing 3 outside, making it a lot harder to blow them open and forcing the Vandals to kind of have to respect the outside pressure, but not respect in the lobby. All players pushing ramp room and everybody mowed down by the PP Bison. That is an ace.
Not even able to get 1 little trade there. That's very unlucky. That was probably a perfect gun to have in that situation of the whole team rushing you.
64 bullets in that PP Bison. Just able to mow everybody down with plenty of bullets to spare.
We were very likely to lose that round. Vandals are buying up now, getting rifles, getting util.
Yeah, prioritizing the util, that is important. We see Chips going down to an MP7, but I think he is our top hut player, so it's not really too bad to be up close with that gun. Actually doubling over towards ramp alongside Saber 2K. Moving fast outside is New Mexico State there before the smokes are even up. And now they're up, they can cross over to Secret. They are stomping it, so we'll see if Audi is able to hear it. Just walking out over. Oh, he's actually going to push lobby. There's a Nova here. Oof, removed his head. Jeebus takes him down. Pablo gets the instant trade, and now at a 3v3. Low HP, though. As the site is flooded, Saber 2K is here alongside Lovecat. Molly at his feet, going to have to delay a little bit longer. Both sides mollied, actually. Stuck in the back site. It is Ja. Third molly towards the ramp. Pablo is really going to have to make some moves here. He does get 1 before going down. That is huge with the HP advantage. And a smoke. No kit for the defuse here. Oh, backside. Lovecat does get the kill. And they should know where he was. He got the kill on Pablo. Door swung open. Lovecat does get it. And there should be time for the defuse. Oh, very back and forth round. Very uncomfortable for the Vandals. And huge economy damage for New Mexico.
Yeah, that was a bit of a scary round there right at the end, especially with that smoke trying to go down.
Yeah.
Got caught out pretty much twice with it, but was luckily able to be traded.
No. Lovecat picked up the MP7. I think he thought it was an AK, and he picked up the MP7, losing his M4. He's just going to drop it back over and have to rebuy.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a damage to the bank that didn't need to happen. That hold there was pretty good, though, from Mexico. Used their util very well, keeping the Vandals stuck in ramp.
Yeah, an fourth round for New Mexico. Getting that bomb down every single round is going to really prioritize this buy to be pretty solid. Double ramp. Let's see if the they're prioritizing this double ramp. I wonder if their game plan is the heavy secret. Looks like Chips is making his way over. Could catch some players off guard. This outside pressure being the name of the game for New Mexico. Yeah, stomping down Secret. Chips might have 2 here. Oh, not able to get it. Ja gets the insta-kill. 3 down. Audi's going to be tested with SMP. Not going to get one, but insta-traded as well. And on the door swing, Pablo goes down. Now it's a 2v4. Saber is able to get one, but one more right where that came from. Jeebus with the op, and now it's all onto Loafcat. Yeah, another swing out from the door, and the Vandals are not ready for it. 3-1 start for New Mexico.
New Mexico is kind of playing just all over right now.
Yeah.
They're catching the Vandals off guard in just about every spot. They have a player going into lobby almost every single round.
For sure.
And it catches the Vandals off almost just about every single time.
Yeah.
That's going to really damage the bank of the Vandals after that round.
The lobby lurk is being very dangerous here for the Vandals. They're going down usually at least one player almost every single time. And just the outside pressure as well. The Vandals have to either decide to fight for it or just give it over. Right now it is the pistols, so not really going to... Just trying to see what they can get. Probably try to get a gun or two and try to save, but...
Yeah, they're playing it a little bit more passive than they did on their last save round. Do have the shotgun in the hands of Chips.
He's back over at Secret again. Crossing now, stomping it over. Loafcat is right behind him, so... Might be able to get the fight. Chips molly out, and... Not ready for that player to be there. Now Loafcat has picked up the Nova, moved up close, actually 5-7 in hand. Stomping back away, see if he pushes on this. He does get the insta headshot with the 5-7, so that is an AK given over. As ramp room falls. There was actually another kill that came through Saber 2K. Oh, a nice flick shot out onto Audi. But both players are down on this B side as New Mexico takes it. Loafcat does go down, and now it's just Pablo. P2K, that's all he's got, half HP.
Might try and get that AK.
Yeah, he's probably going to try to grab it, but the windows are broken open, and so is the door. See what he can get done. 40 HP. It's going to be... he probably dies to bomb anyway, even if he gets the rifle. He's just going to see if he can get any kills on the exit here. Spots one player. He's able to get one. But he's going to go down with bomb. 40 HP, no armor. He's going to die pretty much anywhere on the map. So,
not leaving with nothing. Able to get one gun out of their hands, but they still have that op and AK.
Yeah, and the bank actually starting to build. See 5K on those players that lived, and everyone else able to rebuy without any issues.
This is the exact opposite start you want to see with New Mexico on this T side. Getting those rounds on T side is... Once you get them rolling, it really starts to build up, but
yeah,
it's just that start. So winning that pistol round and that buy round just really is snowballing.
Yeah, every other round the Vandals have to pull a save, so it's just able to build the bank account even more, and the round count just kind of gets away from you very quickly.
And New Mexico playing these very similar rounds, sticking outside and then playing passive on the inside.
Yeah. The op posted outside and now rocking it back, 4 players inside lobby. Looks like they actually have another player setting up smokes again for outside.
But it does look like they're switching up their game plan slightly on this round.
A lot more passive. Expecting the Vandals to push. So far, not getting what they want. Pablo up close to Hut, though. Maybe trying to play just a little bit of an awkward spot where they're not expecting him. As the A hit comes in, nade in hand. Gets the gun out just in time, but does get a dink, but not a kill. Audi and Saber 2K able to get one each, but Audi does go down at the Asia vent. Chips is actually able to pick one up outside, and the ramp push comes through. Oh, wait, I was actually Chips at the ramp. So Loafcat as well picking up the lobby player, and now it's just the outside lurk. It looks like Saber 2K knows about it. He's holding that heaven push. Has to preempt it perfectly up at Mustang. He does, but Saber 2K a little bit quicker. Is able to get the headshot, and a good round win from the Vandals. 3 staying alive. That is going to award another bye into the next.
That was a very well-played round from the Vandals. They were actually getting their trades out properly that round.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they were caught off guard a little bit at certain points. And I don't know what the information that came through to have Saber 2K know that that was there, but...
They might have heard him stomping outside. Audi was at the vent, and he could have heard it on death cam, but... I was absolute cinema because Saber 2K has the op and he's the ramp player, so this may be part of the game plan. Loafcat feeling a little bit more uncomfortable with it, so
and it's looking like they're going towards this ramp.
There's 3 players here. Oh, not able to hit the first, but Chips is able to get one. Not able to hit the second either. But Loafcat's down. If they quick drop, they're not going to be ready for him to be there already. Oh yeah, knife out. Loafcat gets 2. There's not really much else New Mexico can do unless this happens. Mac 10 push. Pablo is able to get the trade. And now it's just the Nova. Oh, man. We miss our Nova gameplay.
We do miss the Nova.
Sitting in the ramp room. The Vandals have bomb on ramp. Abo, ooh, a little bit dangerous here. Up close against the shotgun. Hits the headshot, though. Doesn't matter. And great round from the Vandals. Kind of lucky that the stack happened at ramp into the fast ramp hit.
Yeah, that was that was a stack v stack there.
Yeah, I think Loafcat was planning on going secret, but just with how fast that ramp hit came in, he just stuck around, and they were not ready for a third player to be there.
Yeah, New Mexico did kind of buy down that round, so they could buy this round, so they still have a fairly decent buy going into this.
AK's in a MAC-10. Some utility. Probably going to see another outside pressure here. They've been throwing these smokes every single time, and the Vandals have yet to really play for it. Not really nading them open, not really doing much outside, but quick outside now. Loafcat and Audi, both of people here to kind of fight it, but cross smokes come through. Information passed across. They're just stomping it. Not really much span damage. One bullet connects. Oh, but Loafcat right before the end is able to take one down. Audi dropped vent already. Gonna have a fight on his hands, and he does get one. Last two players stuck at this double box. Yep, Saber2K is able to get one over towards control. Ooh, K-Day actually able to pick up Audi on an overextension. And Chips as well, giving him one, so this is how you lose this. 1 versus 5. Saber2K just holding with the op. Pabo is low in the side. Yeah, there it is.
Got a little scary there for a second.
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
But you can notice that the Vandals are actually trying to read this New Mexico team. They're not just like letting these picks come through and leaving them unchallenged. We're hitting the rotates a lot quicker once we realize that they're showing presence, because they show their presence and they don't really just back off.
Yeah, they're kind of playing very quick. As soon as you see one, it's usually 3 or 4 of them. And finally, the Vandals catch a break. This is just Tech-9s and a Deagle on the side of New Mexico. Tied up 4-4. Fast upper hit. The Vandals may not be ready for this. Molly at the feet, but they're going right on through it. Stuck in the Molly for a little bit longer. Audi gets 2, but immediately gets his head removed. Loafcat doubles up as well. Now it's just a bomb planter. He does go down to Chips. So, a couple kills come through, but not too bad for the Vandals. And finally, a lead.
I would say I felt a little scared there at first once those Tech-9s and Deags, they can be deadly.
For sure.
I feel like the amount of times I've seen our Vandals lose to those when you go, it's a free round, and then next thing you know,
yep, it's
you're gone.
You know, I jinx it a little bit sometimes. I like to play the...
I didn't want to say anything when you said it, but I was just kind of letting it happen and hope it wouldn't bite us.
Yeah, we do see Jeebus here with the op again. He's been fighting outside a lot. I want to see him do something a little bit more aggressive. Maybe blow open Squeaky or fight towards ramp. But just the way that... Oh, it is fight towards ramp. Saber2K is going to be the challenge on this with the op. Op head-to-head does go down. So, free kill given over. Chips is doubled here. I don't know if they're going to be ready for the second player ramp. We have played it quite a few times, but... Secret control is offered over. Loafcat's actually re-aggressing, but there's 2 more players here. Shadow advantage. Does get the kill. Yeah, doesn't overplay his hand here. It is the op holding, so... Back up secret comes K-Day. Re-clearing a lot of space here and not much challenge. The Vandals have kind of hunkered down in these sites. Loafcat stuck in A site and Audi dropped vent. That Jiggle is going to drop the smoke. If he comes through, this should be a free kill given over. Unless they throw the utility in, so. Loafcat actually repositioned to close up to blue box. Blow smoke open. Perfect team play. Able to remove one more, and now it's a 2v4. Ooh, and the lobby push gets punished. Chips goes down. Stomping in through mini. This should be her. Oh, nice shot out from Jeebus. Loafcat insta trade. All in steps are known. The Vandals know. Loafcat removes him. So 6-4.
That was a very well played round from the Vandals.
Yeah.
New Mexico